What's up, everybody? The Iceman here on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel on this Thursday. SmackDown tonight. Um, Other things to note today: John Cena's birthday is today. He turns 38 years old, as well as Hall of Famer Tony Atlas turns 71. And unfortunately, uh, for the late, great former WCW Tag Team Champion Terry Bam Bam Gordy, who was one of the members of the Freebirds. He would have been 54 years old today. Anyway, so tonight we got SmackDown, and I honestly believe that the WWE needs to rectify some things, and some things basically in particular. Now, as we all know, the Daniel Bryan injury uh, will probably keep him off of Extreme Rules here on this Sunday. Whether or not they have plans on, I'm sure they'll come up with something to replace that match, or if indeed Bryan does come out, it will be a very, very quick match. I don't see Daniel Bryan getting stripped of this belt, even though he probably won't be at the payback pay-per-view, which is, I believe it's May 17th. But Extreme Rules is going to be very, very hostile because it is in Chicago, which is always a hostile crowd. Um, so there's going to be a lot of the faces are going to get, probably get destroyed as far as the fan base goes. But anyway, my problem with the WWE right now is, I said this before when Daniel Bryan was going full bore, when he was, the ultimate here in the WWE. He was dominating Monday Night Raws. He'd be on like on three or four different occasions at times. They just really totally pushed him, and whether or not that had anything to do with the injuries that he did sustain remains to be seen. It's irrelevant at this point. But here's the thing: Seth Rollins has had so much airtime on Monday Night Raw and in the WWE, and as well as on SmackDown. The WWE has to be very, very careful with what they're doing with Seth Rollins because, if they lose Seth Rollins to an injury due to being overworked, being tired, you know, mistakes do happen when you're tired. And this could be a total big blow for the WWE. Now, scheduled tonight on SmackDown, Seth Rollins is supposed to have a match with Kane. It's not for the title. I think this is a match that's going to, sort of lead us into Extreme Rules for Sunday, wanting all of us to think that Kane is going to turn on Seth Rollins. If Kane does make a turn, it won't be at Extreme Rules. I don't think so. I think the WWE wants us to think that. I think, him being the keeper of the gate, I think Kane will do what's best for business here on Sunday. And, I did see a promo for Payback that showed Roman Reigns, the champion Seth Rollins, and Randy Orton. Now, whether this was a promo leak, it was a huge mistake by the WWE because it lets us know that Seth Rollins will retain the WWE World Heavyweight title at Extreme Rules against Randy Orton. And I've seen a couple people that have predicted that Randy Orton's going to come out as WWE World Heavyweight Champion on Sunday. And Big Ray from K&M Wrestling Show, OneWrestling.com, he predicted it. I disagree with that. I think Seth Rollins will retain the title. I think it would be sort of like it just wouldn't make any sense for him to lose. Although I do have to admit that Randy Orton's gotten a major, major push since he's been coming, since he's been back after his 4-month hiatus. And it wouldn't shock me if the WWE gave Orton the title, but I think if he got it, I think he would lose it back to Rollins at Payback. But I still think overall, I think Seth Rollins is going to retain. But anyway, so Seth Rollins is in a match with Kane tonight on SmackDown, and he also is in a tag team match. teaming up with Luke Harper, going up against Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. Now, isn't this interesting? You got 3 members of the Shield, in this one match. And I'm trying to understand the concept of why Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose would be going up against Seth Rollins and Luke Harper in a tag team match, because Roman Reigns is indeed having a last man standing match at Extreme Rules with the Big Show. Unless Big Show comes out and he messes this match up, maybe this match won't go very far. And like I said, Big Show comes out and does something. But again, we'll just have to wait and see. But the point being, don't overwork Seth Rollins. Right now, he's your hottest ticket here in the WWE. And, you cannot afford to have an injury to Seth Rollins at this point, now that Daniel Bryan is down. So, other cards on the match, we're going to see Ryback versus Rusev. Again, I'm not sure where this is going unless they're introducing a new confrontation for Rusev after Extreme Rules. This should be interesting. One match I'm looking forward to seeing is Neville and Dolph Ziggler teaming up, going up against Bad News Barrett and Sheamus. Yeah, this match, I'll be honest with you. I would love to see Neville and Ziggler come out on top of this match. I don't know if they will. But, if indeed Barrett and Daniel Bryan don't wrestle at Extreme Rules, then this could set up a feud for maybe Barrett and Sheamus somewhere down the road. I mean, it makes sense for Ziggler to be involved and Sheamus to be involved because they are wrestling one-on-one with the Kiss Me Arse match at Extreme Rules on Sunday. But anyhow, then we have Naomi versus Natalya, which, again, Natalya with Cesaro and Tyson Kidd, the tag team champions, this is a heel team. I mean, unless they're, like in between to the point where it could go either way. I don't understand. But I honestly think that Naomi is going to beat Natalya. They want her looking strong going in at Extreme Rules because she is supposed to be replacing Paige to go up against Nikki Bella for the Divas title. So we'll have to wait and see there. And then, of course, Kofi Kingston, the New Day, going up against Cesaro. Yeah, it should be an interesting match. I think that we're going to see some, cheating going on within this match. And to be quite honest with you, at Extreme Rules, I know it's on the pre-show. Like the tag team belts seem to always be on pre-shows nowadays. I would not be a bit surprised if the New Day comes out on top and becomes the new WWE World Tag Team Champions. So, but again, this whole video basically was surrounded about SmackDown, but the double duty that Seth Rollins is getting, and like I said, I think the WWE needs to be very, very, very careful with how hard they have him work, because the bottom line is, you get overworked, you get tired, you have a tendency to make these little mistakes that could cost somebody an injury or, cost yourself an injury. So we'll just have to wait and see, what develops here. But hopefully the WWE, gets more hands-on and they start thinking more realistic. Yeah, it's unfortunate Daniel Bryan is going to be out probably for 5 or 6 weeks, but don't put the load on one guy. I mean, you have a ton of talent on the roster. Start utilizing that other talent. I mean, obviously we see on SmackDown, we see on Raw that they only really showcase certain people. So I think maybe the WWE better start rethinking their booking and their writing. And, this would be a lot better in the long run so people just wouldn't get hurt. Because right now the injuries can really, one injury right now in the WWE could really be major. And that would be an injury to Seth Rollins. So, all right, this is the Iceman here on the Iceman's Return YouTube channel on this Thursday. Enjoy SmackDown tonight. Predictions video for Extreme Rules probably will come out tomorrow. Okay, enjoy your day. It's a 50-degree weather day here in Hartford. It's like, we're almost headed into May, and it's still just not the way it should be as far as temperature wise goes. So, see y'all soon, everybody. Peace out.